Boilermakers will get this season underway as toe meets leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bulldogs offense takes the field. Game off.
Ready, set.
They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Second down going up.
Man, and that fires you up as a defense. That gives you some extra juice. When you come in there and knock the living fire out of someone, everybody on the defense gets jacked up.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Baker. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Inside the 15, out of... At the 14-yard line, the offense looking for a score.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. On the run, it's Marshall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Let's take a minute and look big picture at Purdue. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. And what's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
Here comes the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Gets it out fast. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. Back to the ground game on the left. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. On the move, it's Simmons. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He'll do it himself. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain. And let's see what they do on 4th down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass and which matchup do they try to exploit, and they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass, and you saw in the back. Great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They're working that left side. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Boilermakers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The sure hands, it's Watson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Preston. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your O-line, I say go for it every time.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Preston. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught it. Ken White crossed the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Boilermakers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Using his feet. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. To the ground, back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the air, it's Baker. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll throw it. Got it on the outside, it's Simmons. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. They'll leave it with the lone back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback making checks. trying to turn the corner on the right. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Finds his tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Let's talk for just a second about Purdue. They come into the season, #1 recruiting class in the country. Think we'll see those freshmen much?
You dang right we will. I mean, you don't recruit.
Fires and picked off. Got some room to run. Inside the 30. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Baker. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves him in 2nd and manageable.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Got it in the middle. It's Watson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
The Boilermakers are on the move. Going up top again. Caught behind the line. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
The Boilermakers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
On the move at the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with second and short. Gonna run it. It's Joyner. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. On first down from the 13-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Using the quick game. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looking to throw on third. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Marshall. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
The Boilermakers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Plucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 10 over the Blue Bulls. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Looking downfield very late in the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He fires one deep down the right side. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Watson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Ruston. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half. In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll go 4 wide, 3 to the left on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Watson. At the 45 on his way. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his 2nd sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Boilermakers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end, and that errant throw gets picked.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen.
Turning it on! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap, he's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On his way back from the 20. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Safe completion on the screen. He's pulled down right at the 42-yard line. 4th down coming, and might they roll the dice from their own territory.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. You just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole, as opposed to when you run right up the gut. So
he can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play is the epitome of why you have to have a short-term memory. Just forget about that one. To the air, it's Baker. Bringing the heat. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Get on your feet, get loud, Bulldog fans. It's 3rd down.
We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes. Midfield.
I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on second down. Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offenses.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
And whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Joyner. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So 1st down will open up the final period. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Louisiana Tech pushing the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front and how good their pass rush has been.
Back to pass, it's Baker. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I don't bring more speed on the field if I don't think it's a pass, right? If I think they're going to line up and hit me in the mouth, I'm going to bring more big guys. They brought more speed on the field. They went nickel. They knew it was a passing situation. They told those pass rushers to hunt, those DBs to cover. The defense was ready for that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Georgia is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that's been sicking them since the opening kickoff. They're up by 22 over Ole Miss. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice. But this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Here's a heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He splits the uprights. That brings him to within 1.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized.
Reels it in down the left side. Oh, a lot of space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Purdue!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana Tech has it back, and the offense comes out ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Right down the middle. He's got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Gets open down the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Baker. Makes the catch. There he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. The short hands, it's Simmons. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Just keep slinging it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They still need a touchdown and 2-point conversion to tie, and they'll go for the onside kick here in the 4th. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Dropping back, it's Baker. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. The Boilermakers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville rolled to victory. And how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson. So to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Baker. A deep throw as the clock winds down. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Here's the pressure. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Finds his man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He wants a big play here late. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need two scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense, look at them. Great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.